Overcoming fear and anxiety. Hello. Today, I'd like to talk about something that can stop many of us in our tracks. Fears and anxieties. These feelings often prevent us from fully enjoying life. But the good news is that understanding and managing our fears is possible. Let's dive into how we can face them together. First off, let's remember that fear is a natural emotion. We all experience it. It's actually a survival mechanism. For example, when we see a speeding car, it's fear that makes us step back. But sometimes, fear or anxiety can go beyond its purpose and make daily life difficult, right? If we want to overcome our fears, the first step is accepting them. Carl Jung offers a beautiful perspective here. We cannot reach the light without embracing our darkness. This means that if we ignore or run from our fears, they'll follow us like a shadow. Recognizing them and understanding why they're there is the first step in overcoming them. Many of our fears are either tied to something from our past or to worries about the future. If we've experienced something unpleasant before, we often expect the same thing to happen again in similar situations. Or we get anxious about what might happen in the future. This is where Eckhart Tolle's approach from the power of now can be really helpful. Tolle says, worrying about the future takes us away from the present. When we focus on the present moment, a lot of our fears start to fade. In other words, if we set aside past pain and future uncertainties, we can enjoy the present more fully. Another effective way to handle fears is by writing them down. When we put our feelings into words, they become more tangible. Keeping a journal or writing out our anxieties helps us take control over them. Elizabeth Gilbert once said, "Write down your fears, for on paper they become mere words." Another powerful strategy is practicing deep breathing and mindfulness. When we feel anxious, our bodies react with a faster heartbeat or shallower breathing. In these moments, taking a few deep breaths can really help calm us down. A few deep breaths can bring our mind and body a sense of ease. Buddha wisely noted, breath is the bridge that calms the mind. Of course, overcoming fears isn't always easy, and sometimes we need the support of others. Talking to a friend or a therapist can encourage us to confront our feelings. Sharing our worries often provides a big relief. Sigmund Freud believed, what remains unspoken wounds the soul. So instead of suppressing our emotions, opening up to someone can lighten the emotional load. Lastly, one of the most powerful ways to conquer fears is to act despite them. Yes, it's one of the hardest steps to take, but by starting small, we can build our confidence. For instance, someone afraid of public speaking could start by speaking to just a few people, gradually expanding their comfort zone. Nelson Mandela said it best, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." This means that even if fear is present, moving forward is already a victory over it. In short, facing our fears, accepting them, listening to ourselves, and seeking support when needed can lead us toward a more peaceful life. Remember, fear is part of life, but so is overcoming it. Trust your inner voice and your courage on this journey.